Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily NVIDIA report for Tuesday, September 2nd, 2025. Let's take a look at the charts. I will start with the big picture. We closed above several weeks ago the 180.57 2.5-year channel top, only to close back below it 2 weeks ago, and last week we closed even lower. 176.08 is a level I'll show you in a moment on the daily chart. But we are below this area, back below it, and we do have what I would call kind of a secondary sell signal. 176.08 is actually this structure here, this 5-month channel bottom that we closed below last Friday for the first time after having bottomed out here a week and a half earlier. So we are in sell signal mode. You know, if you didn't go short when we broke back below 180.47 or 180.57 on the weekly chart, this is your first indication to be short the market. And I say that by a degree. I'm not outlandishly bearish, but I do see this could be the beginning of a 3 to 5 week sell-off into the upper 140s. There are levels on the way down we need to take out for what I would consider to be a kind of confirmational sell signals, but I do have 168.79 as just a session containment level. And I do think we can bottom out here for the day, quite possibly into later week, and from here round back up to 176.08. So I'm not opposed to considering this 168.79 to 176.08 region, kind of your 3 to 5 day swing trade region, where we could, top out at 176.08 and over the next few days test 168.79 and bottom out here into later week back to 176.08, etc., etc. But I do think odds favor a violation of these levels over the coming week, 2 or 3, anticipating the 149 handle as a longer term objective below 176.08. 176.08 is once again that 5-month channel bottom on the daily chart that will be rising on a daily basis. It is our ceiling of resistance not only for the week, but really when you combine it with 180.57 on the weekly chart, it is our resistance area through September, and below which odds favor falling into the upper 140s by the end of September, perhaps. There is, of course, the horizontal structure at 168.79. I show that here on the weekly chart. It comes in at the same exact level, and that is here, 168.79. So this is a pretty classic horizontal channel bottom, and it just might play spoiler. I don't want to throw in, a monkey wrench on the whole idea of playing the short side. But the markets never really go straight down, unless they do, of course. But in this particular situation, I do think, we could bottom pick 168.79 day traders, 3 to 5 day swing traders. I don't have a problem with that. Just know that don't be surprised if over the next 3 to 5 days we happen to close below 168.79. And if we settle the week itself, Friday, below 168.79, that is really the final shoe to drop on this idea of anticipating 149.18. What is also consistent with that idea is the fact that the Triple Q and the NASDAQ 100 both have tested their 2.5-year channel top. And so while the NVIDIA actually overshot the runway, you might say, by closing above its structure, the NASDAQ 100 never did, neither did the Triple Q. So I'll be giving you updates. We've not yet closed above the structure, and having tested it in the Triple Q, NASDAQ 100, this market, the NASDAQ 100 and Triple Q are very susceptible to downside bearish rotation as we move into the fourth quarter.
If you're finding value in this analysis, it's only a glimpse of what we offer. Your real trading edge starts at wickedstocks.com. Each week, premium members receive 2 high-probability stock picks. Each one comes with a complete trade plan, including exact entry, profit target, stop loss, and regular updates so you can manage the trade with confidence. You'll also get daily video analysis in the top traded markets, the SPY, the Triple Q, and NVIDIA, highlighting the key price levels, trends, and trade setups we're focused on. Whether you're day trading or swing trading, these insights help you zero in on the highest quality opportunities with clarity. Try it all free for 5 days. Cancel at any time.
If we were to close above this structure, I would tell you so. I don't see that this week. It could happen, certainly. But if we did close above it, I venture to say that we'd also see NVIDIA closing not only above 180.57, its 2.5-year channel top, but also above the high settlement price on the weekly chart at 182.70. So I've combined this area. It's a little over 2 points wide. That is our long-term ceiling of resistance. That is sellable. And I think you can play the short side below it. If we were to close above it, then reverse and go long, anticipating higher trade. I don't have the target shown here. Yes, I do. Actually, 219.64 would become once again our 2 to 3 month objective if we were to close Friday above that 182.70 level, which I show not here, but I do show here. 182.70. So that is your range of resistance. It's out of reach if we're continuing to trade below 176.08. 176.08. Now, I know I'm throwing a lot of numbers at you. 176.08 is really another sign of weakness. And so if I had to choose where I think this market will be at the end of September, end of October, I think it's an odds-on favorite for the upper 140s over that time frame. Now, if we do then close above, 182.70 this week, and I would like to throw in the other qualifier for a triple Q settlement above its 2.5-year channel top. Then the two are in lockstep on longer-term upward continuation that by the end of the year should realize 219.64. Let's get back to the day itself. 176.08 can contain daily buying pressures, quite possibly through September. This was a meaningful sell signal. This structure did hold the lows a week and a half ago, and below which selling pressures can build. I expect over the next few days, the 168.79 level, which we can see once again right here. We might even see that today, Tuesday. 168.79 can contain daily selling pressures. As I say, I have no problem day trading 168.79 and even 3 to 5 day swing trading 168.79. We could come off of that and re-challenge that 176.08 level within 2 to 3 to 5 days of testing 168.79. Closing below 168.79, 162.39 likely within several days in stair-step fashion on the way down to 149.18. Closing today above 176.08. If you are a short-term short, in other words, if your short position is like 3 to 5 days into later week, I would suggest covering that short position because I think over the next few days with the settlement today above 176.08, we should re-challenge this zone of resistance between 180.57 and 182.70, where we could top out for the week, possibly through September, and fall away again. Holding below this upper area in the low 180s, I'm expecting the upper 140s, quite possibly by the end of September. But once again, if we close above 182.70, I think just the opposite. We can forge higher ground as we move into later year. And under that scenario, I will also be mentioning the triple Q, which is my segue into suggesting that you go to wickedstocks.com and take advantage of our 5-day free trial, where you will have triple Q analysis for the rest of the week, where you can see what the levels are there. Obviously, NVIDIA is a big part of that index, and we'll just kind of see where this all plays out. You'll also get our 2 stock picks a week. Last week was Viasat and Zeta Holdings. We'll be putting out 2 more this week. You'll be able to see it all for free by going to wickedstocks.com. I'm going to leave it at that for Tuesday's daily NVIDIA report. You have a great day.